Hi, my name is Tyson, and recently I found out that my wife, Natasha, is pregnant. We've been married for 5 years, and have been trying for a baby since our wedding night. The news has changed our entire lives. We set about painting the baby's room. The bigger the bump grew, the more the room had in it. A crib of dark wood, paintings on the wall of teddy bears and rainbows, and toys lining the shelves. It's the perfect room for a baby. It was the perfect room for the start of our little family. And then, one stray morning, something happened that changed everything and tore down the visage of white picket fences.
Tyson, there's a baby on the doorstep.
What are you... I joined Natasha on the doorstep, and just as she said, there was a baby in a carrier, sleeping. We should bring it in and call the police, right? I brought the baby inside and found a letter. It said, "I had this baby, it's yours. I found out where you lived because I followed you home from the supermarket. I can't raise a baby, but you can. Deal with it."
What is this, Tyson? Who is this woman?
I swear I have no idea, but I know she's got it wrong. This can't be my baby. And then a picture fell out of the envelope, and there was a woman with long black hair and a skimpy dress standing next to me. I swear this isn't me. Natasha became hysterical. She couldn't speak. She took one look at the picture and burst into furious tears. She grabbed her car keys and left. Then it was just me and a baby. And I had to struggle through my memory to figure out when this could have happened. If it did really happen. Was it a drunken night? But I can't remember the last time I had let myself lose control around alcohol. Not in the last year especially. Maybe I temporarily lost my mind? There isn't really a logical answer to this. All I know is that there's a baby starting to wake up. Suddenly, just as the baby starts to cry, my phone begins to ring. Hello? It was my sister-in-law, Zoe.
Hey, Ty. Nat told me what was happening. And I guess she was too hysterical to think this through. And I know you're not the brains of the operation either, so it's probably not crossed your mind, but you should go get a paternity test. I called my guy, and he's waiting for you. I'll text you the address, and we'll be there with you. See you soon.
Zoe is like the mean older sister who's always there to help when you need her. I take the crying baby and pop a pacifier in its mouth, and then I bring it out to the car. It takes me a long time to figure out how to strap the baby in, but then we were on our way to the doctor's office. Natasha and Zoe were already in the waiting room.
Hey, the doctor said he'd see us the moment you arrived, so let's go through. Hi, little guy.
Zoe took the baby out of the carrier and started to play with it. The doctor then took a swab of the baby's mouth, and then my own. "It'll be ready in an hour. I'll call you back when it's done." I felt so much better knowing that at any moment the doctor would come out and declare the baby someone else's responsibility. We can put this little blight behind us and continue on as though nothing changed. "You are the father." No, that's not possible.
I can't believe you do this to me! I defended you, man. You've messed up big time.
No, wait, Natasha, something isn't... Zoe and Natasha left. I was alone again with a baby that the doctor had told me was mine, and I had absolutely no idea what to do. It can't be my baby, it just can't. I would never cheat on my wife, I love her far too much. And yet, something must have happened for me to end up with a baby in my arms, from an affair I don't remember having with a woman I don't remember meeting. It's not fair that I'd be thrown into such an impossible situation, but I'm suddenly aware that I have no options. So, I go to see who I always turn to in times of trouble, my mom and dad. "Mom, Dad, I'm so glad you're in. I need your help." "Would it have anything to do with the baby you're holding in your arms?" Dad always had the wildest sense of humor. My mother, however, does not seem to find this situation worth a laugh.
Tyson, what on earth are you doing with a baby? Natasha isn't due for another 3 months.
Dad hustled us all inside and set about making us some tea. Then, while we were sitting around the table, my dad looked at the baby and started to play with it.
Who's the baby?
I don't know. I don't know whose baby it is. I don't know what its name is. I just know that it was dropped off on my doorstep with a note telling me it was mine. Son? Dad? No, I swear, I didn't. Except, well, the doctor did a paternity test and said it was a 99.99% match.
No, I don't think you did.
I don't know why you think this is funny.
But it is. Tyson, you're not the father. If you're telling the truth and you never really had an affair, then how could you be the father?
But then, what about the paternity test? I see what's going on here. Tell me, Tyson, how did the woman address you in the letter? She didn't. She just said that she followed me home from the supermarket and that the baby was mine. And who might be mistaken for you if someone is looking from a distance? Who do you share a lot of your DNA with? Almost 100% of your DNA, to be exact. It all comes together with a shock of clarity. Of course the baby isn't mine. How could it be? I've never had an affair. I've never put myself in a situation where I might have accidentally had an affair. It's Mark's baby.
Congratulations! You're an uncle!
Looking back, I couldn't believe how long it took me to come to that conclusion. It's the only thing that made sense after all. I took the baby to my brother's house, and when he opened the door, it was like looking in the mirror. My twin even styles his hair the same way. Mark, I believe that you had a relationship with the woman in this picture. I showed him the picture and then explained it all to him. I was worried he'd freak out, but he was elated. I have a baby? I was happy that Mark was excited to be a father, but I was still nervous about explaining everything to my wife. It's hardly a believable story. I'd understand if she didn't accept it. I took her back to the doctor's, and we met Mark there. The doctor explained the DNA, and Mark told us about the woman. Finally, she accepted the truth. And, several months later, we were the proud parents of a baby girl. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.